Celia would freak out about some kind of bug, whether it was a moth, a cockroach, whatever.
Oh gosh, cockroach is the worst.
So they'd freak out every night. Well, this one night, Celia had been sleeping for, I don't even know how long, but she was out cold. And she's just sleeping like she's almost in a coffin. Like, it's just completely down. Like, 2 rooms down the hallway, Whitney starts freaking out about a bug. I'm the only one in the room. And Celia just pops out of a dead sleep. Get it out! Get it out! She has no idea whatsoever what she's freaking out about. She just thinks something's on her and just starts absolutely tweaking out about a bug that is literally 4 doors down. Whitney comes running in, all terrified. That was the biggest bug I've ever seen in my life.
It was a lizard.
Oh, that's right, it was a lizard. It was the biggest lizard ever.
Freaking out.
It was hilarious, but she had no idea. She was just tweaking because she was on the floor.
So we're in Uganda. There's with 5 other people from who knows where in the United States, and one guy was from England. And we're working with these orphanages. Come to find out, one of the orphanages that we came in contact with is basically a child trafficking place.
So what we discovered is that this woman would basically go to these parents and convince them that she could get them adopted by like Mzungus. That's what we're called in Africa. Is white people or foreigners are called Mzungus. That she could get them adopted by us, and with no intentions whatsoever of ever having us adopt, because it's illegal through her organization. And so then she would get their children. She learned that babies brought in the most money, so she started promoting or going for the babies, the young ones, yeah. And she purposefully starves them and like makes them sick and stuff so that us Mzungus feel guilty, and we can't adopt because it's illegal. So
we pour our money into it instead.
We pour our money into it instead, and it's basically her business.
And they keep the conditions of the orphanage at the worst possible. She refuses to move them out into a healthy environment, and the place is getting eaten up by termites. It's covered in urine and feces. It's just awful, awful living conditions. So basically, we're going back. We're going to go back as soon as we can. Krista's looking to go back in July. I'm going to try and get back there in August. Our team leaders are going to be back there in the fall. And we've started Operation Save the Orphans.
And what that is basically, we have 2 missions. Our immediate mission is to try to get as many of the orphans as we can transferred over to other orphanages. We have a place right now that we're working with that will take up to 20 of the kids, and then we have another orphanage that will take 5. So we are going back in order to try to get some of these kids transferred over, starting with a 4-month-old named Joy, who our leaders are trying to adopt. In order for her to be adopted, though, we need to get her transferred ASAP. Everything's already all organized and set up in order for that to happen, other than her being transferred. So that's our first goal. And then our long-term mission for the OSO is to raise enough money to start a whole new orphanage. And we want to provide the parents, some of these parents don't know that their children haven't been adopted. And so what we want to do is give these guys the opportunity to either take back their child, or if they can't or they don't want to, or whatever the issue is, give their child another place to live where they can be adopted and their conditions will be healthy.
we need from you. We need people to know about what's going on over in Uganda, and we need the funds to help change their situation. There's 120 kids there trapped by their families, by this woman Maria, and by the other people that are involved in this system, and it's awful. So we are looking to make a big change there as soon as we can. And so we're going back this summer. We're going to need funds. We're going to need prayers. We're going to need people to know about this. So please just help us raise awareness. You can go to the Facebook page. We're going to be handing out change jars that we can collect change from, and we're going to be doing lots. Oh,
Hi, puppy. And we are also setting up a webpage that is gofundme.com. And you can also donate through, what's the website?
gatesofreedom.net.
Yeah. And you can just hit the link there and just put a memo in that it's for the OSO, which is Operation Save the Orphans, and it's also the Facebook page. It's Operation Save the Orphans -- the OSO project.
So let's get this done.